You know, when someone speaks, they reveal everything. Not just the words, but the gaps, the hesitations, the way they construct reality. And when they say, I can't, what do they really mean? Can't, or won't, or haven't yet. Because when you listen, truly listen, you begin to hear the limits that they've built. I always fail. Always. Every single time. No exceptions. Nobody understands me. Nobody. Not one person in the entire world. I just don't have the talent. Just. Only. As if talent were something handed out at birth and never developed. So you lean in softly, curiously. Who specifically never understands you? And they pause. You've cracked the illusion. Always. And suddenly they think. And when they think, they change, because a frozen belief, it's only frozen until it melts under the warmth of the right question. And here is where the real magic happens. When you take that moment, that flicker of doubt in their old reality, and slide it seamlessly into a new frame. It's interesting, isn't it? How the mind, it can find exceptions where before there were none. And as their mind loops around that thought, lost in it, searching, you nudge again. And the funny thing about change is, it just happens before you even realise, doesn't it? They nod unconsciously, a loop begins to close, and you seal it because really, when you think about it, isn't it amazing how easily people grow when they stop assuming they can't? And they're thinking, not about their old belief, but about the shift. And that is where the change settles in, beneath awareness, where it belongs. And before they can resist, before they can rebuild the walls that you just dismantled, you move again. Another flaw, another reframe, another loop, over and over, until the past, it seems like a dream, and the future, inevitable. Because isn't it fascinating how the mind, your mind, has already begun shifting, even before you notice, because as you listen, as you follow these words, something deeper begins to happen. A realization, not just in the conscious mind, but beneath it, where real change occurs, because you've noticed, haven't you, how people, they get trapped in their own words, their own assumptions, a single phrase, a single belief, looping endlessly, like a story told so many times, they forgot it was ever just a story. When you hear that, when you recognise it, you already know what to do, don't you? Because when they say, I could never do that, what is really happening? A freeze, a shutdown. But what if instead you slid in a question between those cracks? Never, not once, not even by accident. And suddenly the story, it isn't so solid anymore. The walls shift. The belief weakens. And when the structure crumbles, you build something new, gently, precisely. Isn't it interesting how easily people surprise themselves? As they process that, as their mind expands into a possibility they hadn't considered, you guide them deeper, because once they see that one belief was never real, what else might not be real? What else might be a mirage? And doesn't that mean they can choose their story, their reality, their future? And when that realization lands, when the old world tilts, a new world takes shape, you solidified, because when you really think about it, isn't it amazing how quickly people transform when they allow themselves to? And they do, because you already have, haven't you?